Hey everybody, Rob here at etrailer.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at the etrailer Class 4 custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2019 Chevrolet Express van. Now here's what our hitch is going to look like once we have it installed. The cross tube is going to sit right below the bumper, but I like how it has that matte black finish on it because it just kind of blends into the bottom. It's going to give us that 2" by 2" receiver tube opening and have the widest variety of options when it comes to accessories. A lot of people use these express vans for a lot of different things. Contractors use them, whether they're painters, plumbers, construction workers, but at the same time a lot of families use them because they have passenger versions where there's a lot of seats inside. So obviously we can tow a trailer, get some of that gear and tools in there if we put a ball mount in our hitch, but at the same time if we are using it for a recreational purpose, we could take a bike rack with us with quite a few bikes on there so we could take our family and friends to the park, or if we are taking a big road trip and we have a lot of people inside of our van, put a cargo carrier back here and move some of that luggage to the outside. But regardless of how we're going to be using it, all of our accessories are going to mount through the hitch pin hole here on the side. Now the hitch is going to accept a standard 5/8 pin and clip. Now these are not going to come with the hitch, but you can find them here at etrailer.com, along with some locking devices to keep your accessories secure and anti-rattle devices to cut down on the annoying rattling sound coming from the receiver tube. Now obviously if you're towing a trailer, whether that be a utility trailer for work or anything else, you got to hook up your safety chains. And here we have a plate style. It's welded to the bottom of the receiver tube. And if you have most normal size hooks like this, plenty of room to get them hooked on and take them off without having to worry about interfering with the bumper or the pin and clip. And at the same time, if you have some of those larger oversized hooks, there's still plenty of room to get them hooked on and we don't have to worry about that interference. Now, as far as weight capacity goes, our hitch is going to have a 1,000-pound tongue weight. That's going to be the maximum downward force at the end of the receiver tube, along with a 10,000-pound gross trailer weight rating. That's how much our hitch can pull, but that does include the trailer and the load we have on it. Now, it's also designed to work with weight distribution systems as well. Now, that's going to be a separate component that's mounted on your trailer, but that's going to bump the tongue weight up to 1,200 pounds and the gross trailer weight rating up to 12,000 pounds. Now, I do urge you to check your Express Van's owner's manual because that is the ratings for our hitch, and we don't want to exceed the manufacturer's recommended rating for our van. I'd like to give you a few measurements, and these are going to help you whenever you're looking at accessories for your new hitch, whether that's a ball mount, a bike rack, or even a cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pin hole to the outermost edge of the bumper is right about 5 inches. Now that measurement's going to help out when you're looking at folding accessories to make sure you have adequate room to put them in the upright stored position and not make contact with the rear bumper. Now from the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening is right about 17 inches. Now that measurement is going to help you when you're looking for a ball mount so you can make sure you find the appropriate rise or drop to match up to your trailer. But now that we've seen what the hitch looks like and gone over some of the features, let's bring it in the shop and go through the installation process together so you can have the confidence to do it at home. To begin our installation, we want to come to the back of our express van and we're going to come underneath the rear bumper, and we'll start on the driver's side frame rail here. Now on the bottom of the frame you're going to find several holes. And then on the side of the frame, we're going to have a large opening so that we can get access to the inside of the frame rail. I'll go over the mounting locations on each side. The 2 holes that are towards the back of the frame are going to be our first 2 mounting points. And then we'll move back. We'll have this brace right here. The hole directly behind that, or towards the rear of this large opening, is going to be our 3rd mounting location. It's going to be the exact same on both sides. So what we want to do is grab one of the carriage bolts from our kit and a square hole spacer block. We'll slide it down so that square engages the spacer, and we'll reach up through the frame. We're just going to drop our bolts down, make sure they fully come down through the frame. Now it's going to be the same process and combination of hardware for each one of our mounting locations. So we'll go ahead and put the 3 in over here, move over to the other side of the frame rail and do the same thing. Now with the next set of hands, we're going to lift our hitch up. I do want to mention, if you look on the side plates here, we have 2 holes. We're going to be using the one furthest towards the receiver tube. This one in the back is not used. Go ahead and lift up our hitch. I'm going to kind of guide it around the bolts. Try not to push them back in the frame. We want to grab a flange nut out of our kit. And you want to get at least one of them started on each side. That way the hitch will hold itself up. We don't have to worry about it falling down. We can get the rest of the flange nuts in place. I'm going to come back with a 19mm socket. You can also use a 3/4 inch socket, and I'm going to snug up all the flange nuts on the bottom of the frame. Then I'm going to come back with a torque wrench. I'm going to torque all my hardware down to the specified amount in the instructions. You want to make sure you go back and repeat that for all your remaining hardware. Once everything's torqued down, that'll finish up your installation and your look at the eTrailer Class 4 custom fit trailer hitch receiver on our 2016 Chevrolet Express van.